Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. And today we are going to be looking at a commonly asked question: how, Slim, can I get my hi-hats, my trap hi-hats, to have a little bit more interest? Because I'm just not good with trap hi-hats. Show me some techniques to make them sound better or different or more evolving, just like that. I'm gonna show you a few techniques that you can use to your hi-hats to make them sound more, give them a little bit more variety, a little bit more spice, a little bit more to it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you can, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud if you don't mind. MrDifferentTV, link right there. Also, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100K this year. If we can't hit this year, we'll hit it eventually. I don't know. I'm just glad to have 50K at this point. And shout out to all you guys who've been subscribing and all that. But anyway, let's get right to it. So I'm gonna show you a few little techniques you can use to make your hi-hats a little bit more interesting. But first off, let's get my big, oh no, we don't want to do that. Let's get my big head out the way for you guys because y'all don't want to see that. Yeah, we got to shrink that bad boy down. All right, so here's a little beat. If you didn't hear this beat, I actually did this with my DAW LP review. So you can check that out. Link in the description below or somewhere, card maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so you can check that out if you want to see that. But here's the beat. I'm just gonna be used for a freestyle or something like that. Who knows? I don't know. We're gonna see. But let's go ahead and take this hi-hat pattern. Let's just go ahead and clone it. And then let's go ahead and make it like this, because this is what most people hi-hats sound like when they make beats. Or better yet, they sound like this. They sound like this. No. Gotta copy, boom, bam. Now, that's what most of your guys' hi-hats sound like. Nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. It works, whatever. It just depends on the beat you're going with. Sometimes this might be all you need to have a good beat. But Slim, how can I make this stuff sound more interesting? Well, there's a few little things you can do inside of FL Studio that will give it a little bit more spice. Now, I'm going to try to use stock plugins for this. So all this can be done within the FL Studio without buying anything third party. And I will show you one free plugin that will also help out as well if you don't, but FL Studio. Oh, no, I don't have to, because FL Studio has a stop playing like that. Anyway, but here we go. So first off, what I like to do is chopping my hi-hats up, of course. If you don't know what chopping your hi-hats up is, you're just freaking retarded, I guess. I'm not retarded. You're just not well taught. So I'm just playing. So basically what you would do is, the best way I like to do is just to get the highlight tool up here, as you can see, and then just click somewhere. So I would listen to my beat. And I'll find notes that I like to chop up. So I would click on it, and if you I would click on to highlight it. If you hold Alt and hit U, you get the chopper, and you can just depend on how much chop you want. You want more or less, depending on what it is. So let's just see what this sounds like. And I'll go through and just chop a couple of them up. Whatever. All right, so we're gonna take this, work with this, and then so that's the first thing I like to do, chopping it up easy. Go in there and chop them up in different intervals and different places to just give yourself a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, another thing I like to do is I like to change the actual snapping of the grid to get different sounds. So if you just hit this little magnet tool, you could change the snapping. I always use it to 1/4 beats. That's just 4 on the floor right there. And then sometimes I might be like, let's do like triplet notes. I'll hit 1/3. That gives me triplets. And then I can cut these out and have it do like this. Now it does triplet notes. And then I'll change this one probably to 1/6. Which should give me a different sound if I'm not mistaken. Let's make sure. I hope it does. If it don't, be looking really stupid on screen. Yeah, there we go. Bam, easy peasy right there, right? Right? Okay, well, good. So now we got that out the way. So you can change the snapping. You can chop them up. What else can you do, Slim? Oh, another shortcut that I like to use is the Randomized Tool. And that's easy. You just hit Alt and R. Bam, randomizer. Now you can randomize both the pan, the velocity, release, mod, pitch, all that good stuff. I just like to, first do my velocities a little bit, just randomize them. And then just mess around with the panning a little bit. Just kind of, offset them just a little bit. And you can also do it bipolar. I like to keep it on bipolar because that means It goes both left and right. If you hit it on, you take that off, it's all on one side, which I don't like that. So now when we play it, yeah, it just kind of goes all through your ear. I love that feature. It's dope as hell. Use it. Like I said, a little bit of velocity, a little bit of panning randomization, you get a more live feel. So now we have that, Slim. What else do we do? I need to know more, Slim. Okay, I'll show you one more better. Now, another way of doing it is layering your hi-hats. So basically using higher or lower pitches in different spots throughout the beat can give you a better, more interesting sound. So for example, if I'm actually doing like a, let's put it on the right key first. There you go. So I'm actually gonna bring the note down to about right, and that's probably go lower. That's too low. We'll do right there. So we'll just put some random notes down here. All right, and then we're gonna, leave that alone. We'll add some high notes up here. So we'll go to change my snapping back, maybe add one right there. And then we need to, there we go. And then we need to highlight it, hit the U. Oh, and I'm gonna copy that. Copy paste, Control C, Control V for you don't know. And then once again, now I like that right there. See, just by adding them notes higher and lower at different pitches, you get a little bit more evolution. Now, if you hit the Control B button, it's gonna copy everything over one. And then it copied it way too far, but boom. Now I copy that whole thing. And then I'm gonna go back and hit Alt R again. And I'm gonna randomize everything all together. See, just randomizing the pitch and the panning and velocity. So now, okay, dance party aside. Anyway, so now we got that. What about effects, Slim? Because that's what we want to know. Alrighty then. Let's jump right over to effects then. So make sure I got it on the right pattern because I usually don't when I'm doing these shits and I always fuck up. So, okay, pattern number 5. So one thing I like to do with my hi-hats, there's 2 effects I like to use all the time. One is gross beats. And you're probably thinking, gross beats? What my gross beats, Slim? Well, gross beats has a little preset right here if you right click on the preset button called flanging. And it just adds a flanger to the plugin. So you can actually use a flanger plugin, the Fruity Flanger, or you can just use gross beats. I like to use gross beats. But a flanger just kind of, wobbles the shit. Okay, I don't know what a flanger actually does. I know a phaser actually makes stuff go out of phase and all that. But flanger just kind of gives us a little bit of evolving and kind of a little bit of grit. Now you have 3 different selections. You have 1, 2, 3, and then pattern. I usually use 2, but 1's good. 3 is like too extreme in my opinion. So you hear it better if I solo it, so let me solo it for you. You hear that sound? I like doing that to all my hi-hats. It just gives it some evolution. It just makes it sound more evolving and more organic. And so you can go to number 3. Oh, I like that. Oh, that is nice. So there you go right there. I like to use a flanger. You can use a phaser. You can use either one of them. But that just kind of adds some more interest and more color to the hi-hat signal. And next, I like to use the Fruity Pan-O-Matic. Now, Pan-O-Matic. Where the hell is it? Here we go. The Fruity Pan-O-Matic. So basically what this does is it has different functions. You can either have it do velocity, volume, or panning. You can do different shapes with the LFO. So you pick which LFO you want. I usually use a sine wave because hell is pretty good. And then the amount is how far it goes between the stereo field, and the speed is how fast it goes. So, you know, I might want to go pretty wide, make it go pretty normal speed. So now when we play the hi-hats, it's going to travel in between the stereo field. Now think about it. It's going through the stereo field left and right in a constant rate. Plus it has that randomized pitch, so that randomized pan at the same time. So it's going to sound kind of, you know, like it's all around you moving and just touching your body. Now without the Panomatic, with it. See how it just went, it's kind of just went like, I don't know, it adds a little something to it. And if you don't have the random panning on there, it really works really good, because it just constantly kind of just like move in between you like this, and have the listener kind of following it around, and just add some interest to it and gets that groove going. But if you don't want to use this, you want one with a little bit more features to it, I highly recommend going to, I think it's called I gotta add it in here real quick. I got a ton of plugins that I ain't added, but it's called the M Auto Pan, if I'm not mistaken. It's called M Auto Pan, and it's a free plugin. Yeah, right here. I don't know why it ain't in here, but here it is right here. M Auto Pan, and I also need to put this in there. I'm gonna do a review of that. But yeah, if we go right here and M Auto Pan, free plugin, by the way. If you just look up M Auto Pan, it's free plugin. You ain't got to pay for it. That's a good thing. And they have a bunch of other plugins like an auto tune, compressors, reverbs, delays, all that. And they have a paid bundle as well that's really cheap. They come with a shit ton more plugins. But yeah, this is the same thing. I can have it on, you know, sync with the synchronization, like the enable that, and then change the rate to about, you know, 1/2 or maybe 1 bar. And then just, you know, you turn up the depth and how much is panning, and then it does the same thing. But you have more visual feedback and you have a little bit more controls than Panomatic. So that's good. And then when I play it, like you really hear how it's, you know, it's a little bit, you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You can have it going like super crazy fast and it just sounds, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what I like to do right there. You know, add that right there. So that's really it. I mean, there you go. And then another cool thing to do is actually layer it with a very static type of hi-hat sound. So have like one that's going pretty static with it, and that gives it a nice sound as well. So I had like one hi-hat up here that's just that and this one's doing that all that crazy shit, and it just adds a little bit of element right there. So, but you might want to change the sample, change the hi-hat sample real quick. Use my John Giuliano kit. Shout out to John Giuliano. Yeah, you go put that in there. And then we put the beat in there. You know, cool beans right there. Oh, and one more thing before I go, because there is one more thing that I like to do as well that I forgot, you know, to mention, is adding some delay to it. I like to use the delay right inside the wrapper because it's a whole lot easier to do it that way. If you just go right here to the little wrench tool, you can play with the delay fat mode, whatever it's called, of echo, delay, and fat mode. I turn up a little bit of feedback and then mess with the timing to its, you know, on point with the beat. It ain't gonna work with it in this instance, but it really works good when you have like a static type of hi-hat. So that if you add a little bit of delay to it, it's gonna give it that kind of bounciness to it. So yeah, there you go right there. I don't want to keep you, like I said, I try to make my videos no longer than 15 minutes, and we're creeping up on 14:30. So we're gonna end it right here. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy like always. Hope this kind of helps you guys get your trap hi-hats not hitting, but sounding a little bit more different, more evolving, and just give you some more styles to play around with, because you never know. Experiment with all these, and yeah, just do different stuff with it, and nothing is ever wrong. Whatever you do to your hi-hats is right. I don't care if it sounds good. Guess what? It is good. That's the rule of thumb. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy like always. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different. Not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views. Thank you guys like always. Subscribe, thumb it up if you like it. If you're a hater, thumb it down. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.